Okay, so look, you are definitely in the right place. I know that you are tired of going to the grocery store each and every single week, each and every single month, and spending a fortune every time you go in there. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some tried and tested tips and tricks that are going to help you save a bundle. So with that being said, find the subscribe button on the bottom right side of the screen. Be sure to give that subscribe button a tap for me so that way you will be notified each and every time I publish a video, just like the one you're watching right now. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into how we can save money each and every time we go to that grocery store. All right, you guys, so the very first thing that we're gonna do to set up ourselves and our grocery trip for success to ensure that we are not wasting any money and that we also save money is that we're gonna go ahead and create our meal plan for the week. So for each day of the week, we're gonna go ahead and write down exactly what meals we plan on eating on each one of those days of the week. And then what we are gonna do is write down every single individual item that we're gonna need in order to be able to prepare and make those meals for each day of the week. And then as we go to the grocery store, we are going to take this list with us. We are going to go ahead and stick true to our list, not purchase anything that is not on the list, and only purchase what is on the list. And in doing this is going to keep our spending very focused and strategic. That way we only buy what we need and we don't spend any money on any impulse purchases, buying things that we do not need. All right, so the very next tip that we're going to use to make sure that we are saving as much money as possible each and every time that we make another trip to the grocery store is that we're going to want to make sure that we are taking a look each and every single week before we ever go to the grocery store for your particular grocery store's weekly ads. You want to check their advertisements and you want to look, do they have coupons for items that you know that you're already going to need to buy, or do they have just discounts on certain particular items that you're going to want to buy? Because obviously if those particular items are going to be selling at a discount, obviously you're going to be saving money, so that's just going to be a win for you. And another option that you want to also add with this to go ahead and help you save just a little bit more money is do not be afraid for you to consider using either generic brands or brands that cost less than the usual particular brands that you already use and buy currently. I think that you might actually come to find out that even knowing you are now purchasing a lower priced brand, that you are actually very satisfied with the quality of the item, and the win-win is that you are also saving more money compared to the higher priced brand that you were previously using and buying. Okay, you guys, so for our third tip, what you're going to want to do is that you are going to want to buy items in bulk that are going to be like your core staple type of foods that you know that you probably use week in and week out, especially if you find these items on a discount. So what you want to do is find items that are like beans, rice, pasta, canned foods, and even sometimes meat. And if you have the storage space to store these foods, buy them in bulk, you are going to get a better price per unit for each and every single one of those items when you buy them in bulk as compared to if you buy them, broken down into smaller units. So you want to take advantage of this completely. Buy in bulk when you have the opportunity and when you have the space to save up these items, because it's going to ultimately help you lower down your grocery bill in the long run. Yes, you might spend more on that day, but then next time you will not have to buy this item. The next time you make the trip to the grocery store, because you already have it in bulk, you can just pull it out and then there it is, you got it. All right, you guys, so for tip number 4, what you're going to want to do is make sure that you are cooking as many of your meals at home as possible as compared with other options like ordering food, through food delivery services, or going through, the drive-through, or, sitting down at a restaurant and spending the money like that, because the markup is significant when you go out and spend money at restaurants and things like that. And like I said, I get it. I know that, we have families, we have jobs, we have responsibilities, we're pulled in 1,000 different directions, and it could be very exhausting to then still come home with the little time that you have left and then to go ahead and say, I'm going to use some of that time to make dinner when all you really want to do is just eat and then probably just relax for a minute before you go to sleep. But trust me, if you want to save money, and if you're watching this video, obviously you do want to save money on your food costs. So what you're going to want to do is that you're going to want to make sure that you are cooking as many of your meals at home as you possibly can. Or at very least, you want to increase the amount of meals that you are cooking at home and cut down on how many meals you are actually eating out at restaurants or getting food delivered to you. So for example, if you are right now you're only cooking maybe 3 or maybe 4 times, let's just increase that up to 5 times a week where you are actually cooking at home, and then maybe the other 2 days a week you are actually getting food either delivered to you or going out and eating it. And simply by making this one other change, you're going to lower down your costs because you are purchasing those items at the grocery store. The chances are you are now eating healthier food, because a lot of the food that is out there is not exactly all that healthy, and you're probably looking to get like some kind of food quick, so you probably didn't make the greatest choice. But because you were at home making your food at home, you choose exactly the ingredients that go in, you save money, and it's just all around a win-win. So try to cook as many of your meals at home as possible compared to other options of like going out and getting food at restaurants or getting food delivered to you. All right, you guys, so for tip number 5, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go online and do your research and find meals for your meal plan for the week that are going to be meals that cost you very, very small amounts of money to create these meals, that they are also very, very simple meals to make. So then that way they become very time-friendly meals. They're also financially friendly meals. And you also want to know that these particular meals and dishes that you look up, that these meals will actually produce and yield a very large amount of food based on the amount of money that you were spending. And some of these meals can be like, under $20, under $10, and that they will produce you enough food to feed multiple people for 2, even 3 days. So these are the type of dishes, and this is the way that you want to think. Now, as a little like side note, you don't want to go on there and be like, oh, well, I can just buy a box of Tupperware, I'm going to eat that all week, because that's terrible food. You want to find dishes that could be made that are also going to be good for you and not unhealthy for you. And as a little bonus tip, what you also want to consider when you were going to the grocery store and you were like using this 5th tip right here, is that you also want to consider using cashback offers and coupons. Alright, so if you're still watching at this point in the video, I just want to invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel right here on the bottom right side of your screen. Find that subscribe button, give it a quick tap for me, so that way you will be notified each and every time I upload a video about personal finance, saving money, or investing, all of these types of topics. And hey, if you would like to watch another video from me, a video is going to pop up here on the screen. Be sure to click that video, and I will see you in that next video.